Hello and welcome again to Relax with Watercolour. Now this week we're going to break with our normal format and we're going to try something different, away from the landscapes and the seascapes. And in the very first series I did a little caricature of a golfer. So today I'm going to use the same caricature, but this time we're going to dress him up as a little fisherman. So I'm just coming over to my easel over here. And this is the little fella here I'm going to do, as you can see. And he's a little fisherman and he has a little fishing rod. He's a little dog with him. And the dog smokes like him and fishes like him as well. And so we're going to just work with that and see how far we get. Now I may not be able to get all the details in, but we'll have a go at it anyway. So first of all, we want to try and capture his face. So we'll start off up here and we'll give a nice big nose. It's always good. And he's got a great big moustache there. Now, just to be politically correct, we won't give him any cigarettes. Cigarettes are very bad for you. So I will bring that down here like this. And now, from here, we're going to just add in his eyes and some nice big bushy eyebrows, and we're going to give him his hat. Now the hat will come over here. This goes up from here. And put his ear in here. Now, hair. He's a little bit unkempt, this character. Let's get that up there like that. And you get. Now, I'm just going to rise his hat up a little bit more there. Push it back here. Now, even though he's unkempt, he's still a little bit of a traditionalist. He wears a shirt and tie and a nice waistcoat and jacket. So we'll just capture those images as well. And we'll get his waistcoat in, nice button there and there. And start off with his, going to start off now and get his coat into the equation. He's just back here like this. Now, bring him down here like that. There's a little bit of a belly, as you can see. I wonder where he got it from. So if I just bring that up here and back there like that. Just bring that down. I'm going to push this one out, just out here like this. And I'm going to bring this in here like that, and up there. And from here then, he wears his Wellingtons, and they're all tucked into his +4s here. His +4s are tucked into them. Now, his arm comes down here, hand in the pocket, and here's his Wellingtons. And we'll just put his pants, shove them into his Wellington boots here. And we'll just bring down his other leg just here. And we will just copycat that there, just like that. Have him standing here like this. Now we need to give him his thumb, there's his fingers. He's actually holding he's actually holding his fishing rod. So we want to get that angle in here like that. So I'm going to start off here, bring that through there, like that. And just going to put his fishing reel just here on the ground like that. And I'll just put couple of little touches in there, like that. Now that's going to come through here, up. I'll have to move this fella out of the way. I'll just put it over here for the moment. And put it up there. A little loop on the end with the eye. A couple more little eyes there. Maybe one there, like that. Now I'll draw the line up then from the reel up through the eyes, and we'll hook the hook into the back of his coat. So that goes like that, and then that'll loop around here, like that, and that'll come down here, and we'll just tie the little fly onto his coat there. Okay, now little touches like that, and now we're ready to draw on. Now I don't want to put any background details in, because I don't think I'm going to get time to finish it, because I want to spend my time trying to fill him in as much as I possibly can. But what I will do is I will put in, I'll just take this away for a second again. I'll just put it down here this time. I'm going to just draw in some lines like this here, and this is going to be almost like a rainy day. So, and I'll just put a few little puddles here like that. Maybe one here. Okay, just to give the impression of a bit of rain happening. Okay, the first thing we want to do is get our yellow ochre on here. So I'm just going to wet my paper here. Now what's important this time, I can't really afford to let any of or too much of the yellow ochre onto the caricature. So I'm just letting that run down like that. Now you wouldn't normally paint at this angle, but I just want to get this in very quickly. I'm going to take some yellow ochre and start adding this in as I'm wetting it. That'll be the easiest way to do it. So I'm taking some yellow ochre as I wet it, and that'll give me an idea of where everything is going. And I'll try and make that as streaky as I can. So again, it'll signify almost that it's raining. So it'll signify that as I do that, leave those little gaps like that. And again, and take some more water. I add it in, bring that down like this, around the top of the head, and I'll just add it in like that. Again, follow the shape. Getting that in very well now. Just take away those few little drops there. Add that in. Just in around there. There we go. Continue on here. There. So this little fisherman here could be anywhere in the country. He's loosely based on the Ridge Pool in Ballina, which is now the salmon capital of Ireland. So I'll just put this in like this. That'll give me a start. Now what I'm going to do from that, I'm going to drop in little touches of colour, even though it's wet. Get some indigo in here now. I'm just going to use a small detail brush, mix that with the yellow ochre. Now, I'm just going to drop in some touches like this. Now that's going to blend with the background. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. It's going to sort of almost signify drops of rain here and there. And again, just for these little bits here. And you can even reflect his boots, because he's standing in the wet. Just make that a little bit darker. And from the fishing rod, because it's at an angle, it goes back at an angle as well. Now, I'm ready to do his hat. We're still using the same colours. We're going to use the yellow ochre and we're going to use the indigo. And that green colour we will use for the hat. It's almost like a country gamekeeper's green, I think they call it. Now, I can't let that green touch the background at the moment because the background is still drying. And while it's still drying, if I hit that with the green, it would just bleed into it, and we really don't want that to bleed into it. We want to try and keep that shape as much as we can. Now, I'm okay to lean on the painting because I'm in the middle here. Just get that green on there. And if it bleeds a little bit, we can always fix it up at the end. It's a little bit wet there, so I won't spend too much time at that point. There we are. Just very gingerly. Now I want to get some colour into his face. So I'm going to add in some alizarin crimson, and I'm going to mix that also with the yellow ochre. Keep the theme going. Yeah. And a bit weather beaten, so we give him a little bit of colour there too. I'll make his nose a bit more redder than that. He's too healthy looking there. So I just want to get some more colour into his face. Get that weather beaten look around his ears. Go for the bigger brush. Here we are. Down to there. Now he has a sort of a white shirt. Now I'll add in a little bit of the red into that colour. It's a bit too red, that. So I'll mix those two together, get that more weather-beaten look. There we are, it's better. Man of the world. That'll dry a little bit lighter. And don't forget his hands. As we come down through, a little bit of his hand sticking out there from his pocket. There we are. Now, Just dry that off. There we go. Now, I want to get his waistcoat in. His waistcoat is really, really bright orange. He's a very flamboyant type of character here. So I'm taking some orange. And you don't need an awful lot. So I'm only just going to take it from the top. Just there. Add a little bit of water to that. And put that in. That's a great colour there. Put that in like this. Around the buttons. And through the pocket. Just a little bit more water. And the top end here of the waistcoat. There we are. Yep, that looks fine. That's a nice bright waistcoat there, just to give that more flamboyant look to him. Now, his jacket will be the same colour as his hat, but I want to start putting in some little bits of detail here. So I'm going to add in the indigo and just to define some of those lines. So I'm taking my small brush again, the indigo and the alizarin crimson mix, and I'm going to start defining him a little bit more, like his moustache, for example. There, his eyebrows, his eyes, and I just want to go underneath his hat a little bit, just define that. A bit of a shadow on that. There we go. Now, and I'll just put a little bit of shadow on the back end there. There we go. And I want to just get some of that detail in around the ear and the hair as well, that unkempt look. So a little bit in here. The hair. There we go. And a couple of little vein lines here. And just while we're up at that angle, I'll get the top of the fishing rod in as well. And around here, bring it down. There. A little bit through there. Where it picks up on the hair again. And a little bit there. So that allows me, as we're working down, to keep going. I want to get the coat going. This time we want to get indigo, our yellow ochre, and I want to get some colours in here. This is his jacket. That. And also a man of very little wealth, so we're just going to give him some bright red trousers, just a bit of burnt sienna. Let's put that in here. Try not to touch anything. So the nice almost corduroy pants. Like that. And again, I'm going to work on the detail of the jacket just to get a little bit more, maybe a little bit too wet, but we'll try it. That's okay. A little bit in there, a little bit in there, some on the arm. A little bit back here. I'll get some shadows in there in a minute. I just want to give him his black tie. Well, green tie. And the waistcoat then, I'm just going to add in a little bit of character to that by putting in some little lines just to make it help with the character of it. There we go. And I want to show in there the wonderful colour underneath. Just do the buttons. Try and get them one foul swoop. And here as well. Now, by the way, we have the book here, Watercolor Painting Made Easy. If you want to have a go at painting some of these projects yourself, there's about 6 projects in there, and they're very detailed from start to finish. So if you want to have a go, the book is available in a lot of the shops. Or you can look at the website, relaxwithwatercolor.com. And the brushes are available, DVDs, all of that. Now, just a few finishing touches. Just make that further one a little bit darker. Just fix here. Try and get that corduroy effect. I want to get a dark shadow in there. Just here. And there. Just tidy that up. And he's almost ready to go fishing. And just a few little details here. There we are. Few eyes. Now, you see, put a line down there. get the line in for us, fishing line. So that's my little caricature, little fisherman. Until the next time, this is Harry Feeney, Relax with Watercolour. Goodbye.